My fiancé said my pregnancy updates were too disgusting to listen to, so I never gave him another. Instead, I started documenting everything in a detailed journal that his mother found and read aloud at our baby shower, revealing exactly what kind of supportive partner he really was. It started at 12 weeks when I excitedly told Mark about my first ultrasound. I was describing how amazing it was to see the baby's heartbeat when he cut me off with, "Can you not talk about the gross medical stuff? It's making me nauseous." I thought he was just squeamish about medical details. My fiancé said my pregnancy updates were too disgusting to listen to, so I never gave him another. Instead, I started documenting everything in a detailed journal that his mother found and read aloud at our baby shower, revealing exactly what kind of supportive partner he really was. It started at 12 weeks when I excitedly told Mark about my first ultrasound. I was describing how amazing it was to see the baby's heartbeat when he cut me off with, "Can you not talk about the gross medical stuff? It's making me nauseous." I thought he was just squeamish about medical details, so I tried sharing other pregnancy milestones. When I mentioned feeling the baby move for the first time, he said, "I don't need a play-by-play of what's happening inside your body." Every attempt to include him in the pregnancy was shut down. Morning sickness stories were too graphic. Weight gain discussions were unnecessary oversharing. Even talking about nursery preparations was apparently too much baby talk. Mark made it clear that he wanted to be involved with the baby after it was born, but everything leading up to that was my responsibility to handle alone. He'd leave the room during my doctor calls and skip prenatal appointments claiming work conflicts, so I stopped talking to him about it entirely. Instead, I started writing detailed letters to our unborn daughter, documenting every symptom, every milestone, every moment of joy and struggle that her father couldn't be bothered to hear about. I wrote about the exhaustion, the food aversions, the back pain, the excitement of buying her first outfit. I documented Mark's reactions too, his eye rolls, his complaints, his complete disinterest in the life we were creating together. My journal became my outlet for all the pregnancy experiences Mark found too disgusting to share. I wrote about crying alone after ultrasound appointments he missed, about researching baby gear by myself, about feeling isolated in what should have been our shared journey. The entries got more detailed as the pregnancy progressed. I wrote about the anatomy scan where we learned we were having a girl, the glucose test Mark said was too much information, and the growing resentment I felt toward my partner. 3 weeks before my due date, Mark's mother offered to host our baby shower. I was grateful since Mark had shown zero interest in planning it himself. She asked if I had any special requests for the celebration. I handed her my pregnancy journal and said, "Maybe you could read some entries about the journey to get here. Since Mark missed most of it, your family might enjoy hearing about their granddaughter's development." The day of the shower, Mark's mother stood up to give a speech. She opened my journal and began reading my entries aloud, thinking they were sweet pregnancy updates to share with the guests. Week 16. I tried to tell Mark about feeling the baby kick today, but he said hearing about my body changes makes him uncomfortable. I wish I had someone who wanted to share this experience with me. The room went silent. Mark's face turned red as his mother continued reading entry after entry, each one revealing his complete lack of support and interest in our pregnancy. Week 24. Mark left during my doctor's call about gestational diabetes. "I'm scared and handling this alone. Sometimes I wonder if I'm having this baby by myself." His family was horrified. His sister actually gasped when his mother read the entry about him calling my morning sickness stories